Namaskaram, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege and pleasure meeting you once again, continuing the topic of pragmatic leadership. Today, what I am planning to do is to introduce the next stage of our development of this topic. We have been looking into multiple aspects of business leadership and why one becomes an entrepreneur and how he struggles to develop his own organizations and so on. So, moving forward, I would like to bring in a little more perspective that how our leadership capabilities have developed over a period of time. We have also extensively discussed in the previous sessions that we didn't have any formal education or training to understand what exactly leadership really means. So over a period of time, each one of us are assuming different kind of positions in our life, and then we get stuck in the various development of our own career progression, or probably starting an industry and everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. So the so-called entrepreneur bug has stuck almost all human beings. And every one of us at some point in time felt that we should become an entrepreneur. Because there is an attraction to become an entrepreneur, because we feel that we will become the boss of our own company. And we don't want to work under somebody and keep reporting to them on a daily basis. So this entrepreneur bug has really bitten every human being, and then we chose to become an entrepreneur. In some of my previous sessions, I described what do you really mean by the term entrepreneur and what is an enterprise is all about. But when we have started some company of our own, and then over a period of time we are not able to grow further, and invariably we have no way of finding out why we are not growing further, and it becomes a sort of a frustration in the minds of the entrepreneur. That means the human beings always have an expectation that they need to grow. So nobody likes to be in the same position like the previous years. So if you don't grow further in terms of your turnover of your business, then you feel that you are not doing something right. So with the result, the leaders have got a dilemma that whether to grow or to remain as we are, because when we are trying to grow, we have a fear that we will be losing control of the organization. Hence, in order to hold all the controls, we would like to remain what we are. So this leads to a kind of a conflicting expectation from the entrepreneur. That is whether they want to grow or they don't want to grow. So if they don't grow, they are dissatisfied, and if they grow, they feel that they will lose the control of the business and so on. So having said that, the kind of a responsibility a leader has to shoulder in taking his organization to a greater heights is so phenomenal, and it has got a very demanding expectation from the person in terms of his various leadership skills. So going forward, we will take up each one of the aspects of the leadership skills and why we are lacking what we are lacking, and how we can substitute certain behavioral patterns over a period of time for us to develop our own leadership capabilities, so that at the end of the day we are able to lead the organization and lead the people for a greater growth prospects. So I hope that this session has given you some kind of flavor of what we are attempting to do in the future sessions, and look forward to share with you more and more anecdotes for developing this topic. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patient listening. Take care.